What is up, Pokefam? Welcome to Pokemonster TCG. I'm Pokemonster, and today we're going to be looking at something a little different here on the channel. So I had to take a Thursday off of my normal target runs, guys. Every once in a while I have to do that. Getting up at 4 a.m. is always exhausting, and I needed a break. But I did go out to Walmart, and unfortunately there were no Pokemon cards, but I did come across this Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Collection Kaiba. So for those of you who have been watching the channel for a while, I do occasionally do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. I also was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan back in the day. So we're going to go ahead and open up this box. It is all foil cards. Should be some really cool artworks to look at, guys. So make sure to stay tuned if you want to see some of the cool cards that you can get out of this Legendary Collection Kaiba box. And as we get into this thing, I do want to remind everybody that though we are living in a messy world, there is someone up above who loves us even in our mess. If only you will call upon him. Now let's get down to this thing, guys. I did open up some legendary Yu-Gi collections back in the day that were really cool. I think this thing is going to come with 3 packs, mega packs here, and it looks like some promo cards. That's everything in the box here. Retails for $29.99. So let's first take a look at these promo cards, or these bonus cards here. See what kind of stuff we're getting in here. Always like looking at something a little different every once in a while. Drop down in the comment section and let me know if there is a TCG you would like to see featured here on the channel. Of course, we are a Poke Center channel, but occasionally it's nice to look at some other stuff. So we have an ultra rare Goddess of Sweet Revenge there. The King of D. That's an awesome artwork there. Kind of like the Lord of D, but he's got the triple blue eyes guitar going on there. That thing is sick. I will sleeve up some of these here as we go, and some later on. I imagine you get all these when you buy this, so these probably aren't overly valuable, but really cool. Dragon Revival Rhapsody. Loop of Destruction. Not bad. I mean, not bad for just a couple extra bonus cards there. But then we do have our 3 packs of Legendary Kaiba Collection. 10 cards per pack. These are all foil, so they should be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open up our first pack here. Let's see if we can look at what kind of our rarity odds are. In here, subject to change. Okay. Nothing too informational on there. But let's see what we got here. I know these are all foil packs, and I do know you get some secret rares in here. So let's see what we were working with. We got the V-Tiger Jet. I'm sure this is going to be Kaiba themed, so if you watch the anime, you'll probably recognize some of these cards. Parrot Dragon. That's awesome. That was more of a Pegasus card. That is really, really cool card right there. Fiendish Chain. Super sick artwork. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. There we go. That's a nice one. I think that's going to be the first card we're going to go ahead and sleeve up here. Put into a hard case. I'm not sure how rare this is to pull from this pack, but being as one of Kaiba's ace cards here, I can imagine that it might hold some value to it. So we're going to go ahead, and I mean, I just really, really like the nostalgia of having a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and put this in our hard case here. Go ahead and get it a stand for the back. I don't like these penny sleeves. These actually came with the hard cases, but they are not the easiest to fit in. I don't know why. But nonetheless, there we are. Our first decent pull of the video so far here. Let's get back into our pack. We got White Hole. I guess it's kind of like a play off the Dark Hole. The Melody of Awakening Dragon. That thing is sick. Again, got like the Lord of D style monster there playing the guitar. Guitar is not quite as cool, but the hollow one is really awesome. Flute of Summoning Dragon. Super great card to have if you are running a dragon deck. From back in the old school days. A lot of nostalgia there. Got Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. X-Head Cannon, so we got the X and the Y so far. And Kaiba Man himself, also a nice playable card for a Dragon Blue Eyes deck. But that is going to be from pack 1. go into pack 2 here. Guys, I do want to let you know I appreciate everybody for checking out the content. We have hit over 430 subscribers. We have over 423 videos on the channel. Guys, some of my best videos were put out early on. So I know a lot of you watch the modern stuff. Go back on the channel. Check out some of the old stuff. I pulled some crazy stuff in the older videos. Some of my best videos might have 20 views. You know, so make sure you're going back and checking out. Oh, XYZ Dragon Cannon. That's pretty interesting. That is just an ultra rare. But I do like that. It's kind of cool for a fusion card. Virus Cannon. I am going into this blind, so I don't really know what the chase cards are. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. That is nice. It will be interesting to look up the values once we're done with this video. Oh, number S39, Utopia the Lightning. I like that. That's like a Zexal card right there. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up our Utopia the Lightning card here. I think it might be worthy of a sleeve here. So let me grab one of these sleeves out. Throw him in here. Of course, you know, you can let me know down in the comment section if I'm entirely wrong. I may end up sleeving up and hard casing up some other cards at the end of the video once I realize, you know, what the values of some of them are and, you know, which ones are not as valuable. But for right now, I'm just kind of going with what I think and what looks cool, and that to me looks cool. So we're going to go ahead and give him a stand in the back there alongside that Blue Eyes Ultimate. This is another one. I love anything with Blue Eyes on it. I'll sleeve this one up later. But that is really sick. Majesty with Eyes of Blue. We got Priestess with Eyes of Blue. Another secret rare there. Tyrant Wing. Judge Man. Fun fact, when I first got into Yu-Gi-Oh, when it actually first came out and the cards were first around, Judge Man was the very first card that someone ever gave me that got me into Yu-Gi-Oh. It was not an ultra rare like this, but it was the same artwork there. Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Interesting. That's a pretty crazy looking artwork in my opinion there. But that is pack number 2. One more pack here to do it for today's Yu-Gi-Oh opening. Kind of a little breath of fresh air, a little break from Pokemon. Not that we need one, but just a chance to look at something different on the shelves in case you're curious, in case you ever want to buy a different TCG. Tyrant Burst Dragon. Nice artwork there. Draguinity Legionnaire. And you think Pokemon names are hard to pronounce, you should see some of these Yu-Gi-Oh names. They get wild. Fusion Sage. I do remember that card from back in the day. What are our secret rares going to be? We got the Dragon Ravine. Nice artwork there. ABC Buster Dragon. That one is pretty sick for a fusion monster there. I like that. We do got a repeat Flutus Summoning Dragon there. And Sea Crush Wyvern. Last secret rare there. Then more nostalgia, bringing it back to the early days. We have the Spell Reproduction. Mirror Force, let's go. This card is the reason why a lot of us 90s, early 2000s Yu-Gi-Oh players had trust issues back in the day. Ending it off with a Vampire Lord there. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up this Mirror Force. This card was an essential in any early deck building for Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. I mean, literally, you would think you were all set up to take someone out. You'd have all your monsters lined up to attack, and then someone flipped over this Mirror Force, and I mean, it literally takes out all of your attacking monsters, completely changes the game on its head, ruins your day real fast and in a hurry. So I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up that Mirror Force there. That thing is sick. Love that they're using the OG artworks here. That is too cool. But that's going to do it for today's opening, guys. I do have to say these are probably my 3 favorite cards pulled. The Mirror Force, the number S39 Utopia the Lightning, coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal there, like a 4th series installment. And my favorite card we pulled will probably be the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. And until next time, remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Peace.